We're getting ready to cross the border. We're filling up our gas tanks. And I think that's it. It's a really short crossing. 2 days. We're going to be in Canada and back in Vermont because we're kind of in a rush. And since we were here last year, Verizon has updated their data cap to 2 gigabytes. It used to be a half a gigabyte. Now it's 2 per device. So that'll be helpful. But we've also updated all of our apps in the US and anything we wanted to download, even though it's only 2 days. But we should be good to go. Don't even need to get a SIM card this time. By the way, that was a very quiet Walmart overnight. They're not open 24 hours. They close at 11. And we barely got out of the store by 11 because the day was so long. And today is going to be another really long drive. I think we have like 500 miles to get to Ottawa, where we're going to stay with some folks we met last year at the rally. And they've offered that we stay there, and that's right on our route. So works out great. And it'll be great to see them again, too. Definitely need an IQ tag. We want to know where you get an IQ tag.
You want to know
where I'm referring to intelligence quotient.
Oh yeah, I know that's exactly it. Need work on that, do you?
Yeah. Especially at my age.
Yeah, have a good one.
Thanks. If you've never crossed the border, then here are a few tips we've picked up over the years. First, read the online information for both US and Canada so you're aware of what's allowed and what's not allowed. Some items are restricted or prohibited, such as firearms, weapons, explosives, fireworks, cannabis, ammunition, pepper spray. If you have bear spray, be prepared to show them the product. Figuring out what food and how much you can bring in is more challenging, and I'll put a link in the description box for you to decipher. The only food we've had to give up is when returning to the US, and it was eggs, avocados, and lemons. Second, every border station is different, and the agents will ask you different questions. Younger people, in our experience, get pulled over for secondary checks more frequently. It's weird. I didn't think I'd be crossing this again within a year.
Continue on international crossing for 1 mile.
Welcome to Canada.
As you approach the border agent, just know that there are listening devices that can pick up what you're saying in your vehicle. When you get to the agent, remove your sunglasses and hats because they need to match your face with your passport. Make sure you have at least 6 months left on your passport before it expires. Do not joke around with the agent or try to have a chat. Answer honestly and directly. I usually drive across borders because John can't help himself and wants to chat everyone up. Be prepared to tell them where you're going and how long you will be in the country. Hi. Bonjour.
Where are you headed?
We're going to Ottawa to see friends and then Vermont.
Okay. How many days or how weeks or?
2 days. It's a pass-through.
Currently traveling with any kind of firearm or weapon?
No.
And gifts, parcels, alcohol, or tobacco?
No.
Just the two of you?
Yes.
All right, have a good time.
Thank you.
In a quarter mile, turn left to stay on Trans-Canada Highway, Ontario 17.
The Trans-Canada Highway was built as a 2-lane highway, and maintenance is the responsibility of each province. Pretty bad. I'm really surprised. Through most of Ontario, it is 2 lanes with a speed limit of about 50 miles per hour, and very few passing opportunities. Man, the smell of smoke is really heavy here. Gotta find out how far away the fires are.
Some of your favorite coffee is Tim Hortons, isn't it?
Your destination is on the left.
That's weird. If you go sideways, it's more comfortable.
I don't want to have to take off my shoes.
We passed a really nice rest area about, 5 miles back. And this is the one that it took us to, one that's closed. But, well, at least it's a place to turn off. But I do think it's really odd that they don't have any signs for rest areas in Canada. I don't think I've ever seen one. They have lots of turnouts and they don't sign those either, so you're already past the turnout before you can stop. Not a criticism, just an observation.
In 400 feet, turn right onto Trans-Canada Highway, Ontario 17.
After leaving Sault Ste. Marie, the next large community is Sudbury. It's the largest city in northern Ontario with a population of 166,000. It was originally a temporary workers' camp for the construction of the Canadian Pacific Railway. When copper and nickel ores were discovered, it became an established stop on the new rail line and an important mining center. It's one of those First Nations gas stations, kind of like we have in the U.S. It's about 20 cents per gallon cheaper, 20 cents per liter cheaper. My fondest memories of childhood camping are not far from Sudbury on Lake Temagami. My oldest brother worked for a man named Ollie Quickmeyer at the Windshift Canoe Camp. At the end of the season, 7 of us would drive up from Cincinnati in our Country Squire station wagon, towing a Nimrod Riviera pop-up trailer. My brother would meet us with a boat, and we would travel to the camp for some end-of-summer fun. I loved drinking bug juice, the sound of loons, exploring tiny islands by canoe, and drinking water straight from the lake. Smells good here.
You gotta be a deep sea diver for going in there.
Okay, I'm not. We made our quick stop at a grocery store, but they didn't have the old Dutch chips that I wanted. But they did have the other things. Okay. So this is why we came to Canada. No, it's only partly. They had the Tim Hortons decaf. They had the Heinz sweetened with cane sugar instead of beet sugar. It really is better. And the Liberté yogurt. Got a raspberry and a strawberry. This is what 12 hours of driving looks like. But the reason that the Liberté yogurt is so good is it's 9% milk fat. We've met the best people as a result of our travels. We loved being able to stop and mooch dock with Judy and Gord in Ottawa. Judy made pie, and then we took a short walk to meet their neighbors who also watched the channel. I should introduce this is Kelly, right? Yeah, Kelly and her husband Mark are neighbors of... So there's Mark, and that is Judy and Gordy from, we met at the Pleasure Way rally last year. And their friends around the corner have another Pleasure Way, so we've gone a little walking tour. This is at 2013. 2013.
XL, yeah, it's a little wider.
An amazing shape.
Yes, they were ahead of their time. They put
the
little glass in for the storage.
Oh, they were. This is beautiful.
It's in great shape.
You know, I like that the AC is there instead of in the roof.
Yeah, it gives us more headroom. Yeah. Which is really nice. And we have a 75-pound dog, so the extra weight.
Oh my gosh. And these, unlike the road track, these actually are skylights.
They are. And up in Algonquin Park.
Oh yeah, and look, the sun is setting, and there's a full moon tonight. Did you know that? After a great night's sleep, we did some testing of the front seats of their Pleasure Way on tour, as our new van will be built on the same platform. We also shared tips, bikes, donuts, and a visit to their son's butcher shop. Judy and Gord's Pleasure Way on tour 2.0 Two? Okay, and
2022.
2022. Gord's showing me what he got from Rolef that they made special.
So this is a lunch divider.
Yes.
So, and then that rolls down like this. And then you zip it down like this. You can move the seat forward a bit just so it's out of the way. And then this is really nice. Like
That's
this
really
for blacking
nice.
it out.
Yes.
And totally blacks it out.
Yeah.
And then if you want to access things in the middle of the night or go forward,
it has a
just
middle
go to the
zipper.
middle.
Oh my
go through.
gosh.
So,
Well, what I really like is that it's rolled up and out of the way. You don't have to store it.
yeah, exactly.
Wow.
And then all you do is roll it up.
Yeah. Rolef made that for them. So that was the first time they'd made one.
Yeah.
They probably made them now.
For this type
For
of
the
fan.
for the pleasure way.
So we went down there and installed a lot.
We forget to latch.
Yeah, but even if you don't, there's pressure on the doors.
Taking pictures
We
of all
haven't
our
ever
chips.
been in a trailer that stuff didn't come out eventually.
Yeah,
Like,
right.
you know.
Because we always
it's a
forget.
lot.
We forget to latch.
Yeah, but even if you don't, there's pressure on the door or something. Hold it. You know, just we keep our bedding in there, but it just it means it doesn't tumble out.
As a complete panel that you cut in half.
I just cut it down the middle.
They do sell smaller panels, and in the
Yeah,
States,
you'll be
it's
able to
cheaper,
find
but
them.
here they're ridiculous.
Oh, okay. Forget it. It only comes down a little bit. Yeah, it doesn't. Oh, geez, look at that.
How cute is that?
That is adorable for drying your stuff.
I would have used the word innovative, creative.
Adorable.
Adorable.
Functional.
And of course,
Brilliant.
it's Judy's favorite color.
You know, so you
Wow.
put a couple of those on.
So this is the rattle-free cupboard because Gord built everything in. So you just found containers that everything would fit
Yeah,
into?
that's an old floppy disk.
Wow,
thing.
and then those
And they
bands.
yeah.
I like those.
and somebody on YouTube suggested this.
Oh, yes, me.
milk thing.
And I love that pot. I bought
do
another
too.
one for the house because I use it for everything.
It's so good. I
It
love
really
it.
is.
Yeah, and then put a wall here so we don't bother the pipes.
Yes.
Screwed in this basket so I can put my cleaning
Very,
things there.
very smart. Isn't he organized?
Yeah, and there's dividers here, so nothing bangs. To get the second layer out of it, which is good.
Yeah.
And this thing goes around the stove so you don't get splatter. You seen this one?
No, I haven't. Hoo-hoo. Or is it
Yeah.
oh-hoo-hoo?
Oh, yeah, it's something like that. And then it just goes like that.
Oh, you know what? That would be great for we have a little portable gas stove that we can cook with outside. And if the wind is
The
blowing.
wind. That's what this is for.
Yeah.
It's a wind blower.
But that's great for splatters because you're right. Stuff can
Yeah, I don't want it on
stuff
my-
gets on our.
And then it folds away to nothing.
Yes. Okay. I'm going to order one of those.
Yeah, so you close it like that,
Yeah.
and then it swings out and locks here. Now, the advantage.
Ours doesn't wash.
Oh, it doesn't work.
So,
No, but Kuat actually gives you the option of having a left swing or a right swing.
Yeah, it's a great rack.
Yes.
You know, and it just opens and you put the bikes on.
Yeah.
Clamp them with that.
Very nice.
And they all walk. You know, you twist this.
So you pick up your groceries in this sucker.
Yeah. And now we do double duty. We have.
Do you go into the grocery store with that?
We do.
Like we did it yesterday.
Yeah.
This bag clips on there.
Oh, you
Okay.
put your groceries in
Yeah.
there.
So on the van we use it for this, but when I took it off after, you know, it's easy. It just snaps on.
And of course, that's all hooked to your L track.
Yes, exactly. See, so that just snaps on.
Oh yeah, I see it.
Like that.
Oops.
There's one. There's two. And the bottom one snap on.
Load them up, and then you don't buy more than will hold on your.
That's right. And then this just clips to
Well,
your
it
bike.
holds a ton.
Yeah,
And
I'm
then when you
sure.
go-
Between
store,
that
you do
and
that.
two saddlebags, but I have saddlebags too.
So
I
you
love
see
it.
in the
I love
store,
it.
And then on for the bike.
Yeah.
I love it. Okay, and it hooks in here.
Well, I used to run like you, but
Oh, and his hooks in over here.
marathon here.
Okay.
Ottawa marathon.
I have to lift the bike maybe, or
Yeah. And there we go.
There you
It's
go.
on.
Oh, I see. Yep.
You did it?
Yeah.
yeah. And then that's it.
Yeah.
Nice. Who makes that rack? Burley.
It's a U.S. one.
And then is this another? Oh, that's just padding.
That's this. No, that's the rain cover.
Oh, rain cover. Oh, fancy.
And then for us, you see, these are neoprene, and they.
They keep it warm in winter.
Yes, exactly. Actually, that's true. People who do winter biking with batteries put these on to keep them warm.
That's right. That's right.
But so when we're traveling,
We put that around.
we take the battery off when it's on the back of the van.
I like
But
the way
that-
you pronounce battery. Battery.
Battery. That must be the British way. How do you
Yeah.
say? Do you say battery?
That's the only correct way. So
Battery.
battery.
We say battery.
It comes with a plug to put on the where you
Yes.
A gap.
the gap
with
for
a
the back,
connector.
and then
We
the
wrap
battery goes in there and then in there. So one is around the bike to protect it, and one's around the
that.
battery.
Because there's a gap then, you see. So if it was raining,
Nice. Oh, so the battery comes out like that. Oh,
And then
that's
there's-
neat.
You see, in here is the plug. You don't want to get that
right.
put the
wet.
plug up and then
Right.
you cover it with the neopren sleeve so water doesn't get in.
Okay, so when you're traveling, you take the batteries
This
out.
goes in the
Just because
van.
of the weight.
Yeah, right.
Plus, that's
They're
the
expensive. Yeah,
part
they're
of
like
the bike.
$500.
Yeah. Yeah.
At least.
US.
At least. Or
Yeah.
something.
Yeah.
So
Probably
And then this
$750
gets covered with
Canadian.
neoprene as well.
And a very nice chain. That's
So
it'll be
many
hard
locks.
to. Yes, yeah,
So
we're
many
the
locks.
same way. We have 7 locks on that bike right now.
Honestly, if somebody took my bike, I'd be devastated.
I can show you how to raise it, but I didn't want you to get.
Yeah, no, that's okay. So that's very nice.
Yeah, so it has a dropper post.
Yeah, which is cool.
But you have to remember to drop it when you stop, otherwise you're way, you're way up too high.
And this seat, are you comfortable? Nice ride, eh?
It's a beautiful ride.
Yeah.
And I think it has slightly more power than mine.
Another happy customer. Oh,
So
oh my gosh.
we weren't sure about these at first, but
Yeah.
they are, I'm growing to really like them because if you're anything like us, you got
Oh,
hiking boots
yes.
and wet stuff and all that. So what you do is you put your shoes in there, like hiking boots or whatever, that are wet. If they're wet, it drains through the bottom, and then they snap on like that. We have 2 of them. You put them there, and it frees up the space there. And as long as you don't drive off with these on the outside, you're good.
I love it.
You know, when you go down.
Oh, yeah.
Now, I think if you go slow enough, that's pretty low risk. But the problem with the way Pleasureway has designed it is this sewer hose
Oh.
is right at the
Oh yeah, that would definitely.
vulnerable spot.
Yeah, people
So-
use those a lot.
So some people have torn off the door or the whole thing. This is not the one this is on, but this is from E-Trailer also. And so that if you were to bottom out, it would roll
Yeah.
across that like that. So that's what we do. If
So-
we're without the,
Yeah, if you take the hitch off.
yeah.
Oh,
It might even
interesting.
fit on with the
Yeah.
hitch, I'm not sure.
Yeah.
See how hard it is
Yeah.
to get off anyway, you see. So when you're stuck at the
The dumpster.
watering hole at the place, the last thing you want to, you're trying to get out of there fast. That's my general approach to this. And we're not lingering having tea. And so I found that it was hard to figure out how to put this thing on. So what I do now is I have I epoxied on some cues. Okay.
And it's still hard.
It's still hard because it gets sandy.
Yeah. Our cover is easier to put on and off.
Well, and then you go like that, see?
Oh yeah.
And
Yeah,
then-
yeah.
So I've got a line, I epoxied on a bit of plastic from a milk carton. And that makes it so much easier to sight because sometimes that takes you 2 or 3 minutes to figure out.
Yeah. They're taking us to a famous donut place. How long has this been around? Is this fairly new? Oh, a while. Okay. Let's follow Susie Q in here. Judy Q.
I'm not as good as the donuts.
Well, we don't know that. around the block. This store is owned by their son. What's your son's name?
David.
David. Okay, great name.
And his partner Chantal.
Yeah.
And
Well, David.
yes, so if you're in Ottawa, you have to come to around the block.
What you shot?
What is this?
No.
No.
This is
This,
it.
that's David. Hello, David. Can I put you in a? Sure. Okay.
Debbie, John. This is David.
We love your parents.
I love them too.
Chantal.
Hello. Hi. This is Chantel.
Hi, nice to meet you.
You too.
Yeah, welcome.
Your beautiful farm, fresh greens.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Cheese.
Yeah.
Here you go.
Now I haven't looked at
Welcome to Quebec. Quebec has the best rest areas. They have free dumps and they have really fast internet. So we're taking advantage of that before we get over to the States.
You gotta slow down, look around you, son. Today is just a day